Hey guys, it's Jennifer here for the Monday edition of ProofWLSWorks. You will, however, note that today is Tuesday. I was out of town this weekend and I was going to come back yesterday and make my video, but I had car trouble on the way back and the length of my trip was doubled and I just wasn't able to get over here and make a video, so I apologize for being late again. Okay, so it's top 10 week, so we are doing top 10 list of pretty much anything goes, and I decided to do my top 10 reasons that I had weight loss surgery. My number one reason is what I think a lot of people's number one reason is, and that's because I wanted to be healthier, live longer, and have a higher quality of life. You know, before I had surgery, I had chronic back pain, chronic foot pain, always in pain, and even though I didn't have diabetes or high cholesterol or any of that, it was coming for me, you know. So I just wanted to be healthier and feel better, and I do. My number two reason is because I wanted to have children and have a normal, healthy pregnancy with no complications. And then after the children were born, I wanted to be able to, you know, keep up with them and be active and not be exhausted all the time. You know, at the time when I was making the decision to have the surgery, I was married. Well, I'm still married, but I'm in the process of getting a divorce. But we've been married about 5 years, you know, and we're talking about starting to have, you know, planning to have kids. So, and I always wanted to lose weight before I had kids. And also another big thing with that was that I wanted to be a good role model for my children. My mother was obese, you know, and I just wanted to break that cycle for my kids. My number three reason was that I didn't want my size to be a factor in my career. When I was making the decision to have surgery, I was looking for a job, and a lot of people seemed really interested in me until they met me face to face. And I just felt like, you know, my size was a factor. You know, people, I don't think it's like a conscious discrimination, but people think that obese people are lazy, and I didn't want potential employers to have that perception of me. My number four is that I didn't want my size to be a factor in my relationships. My size was a factor in my marriage. My husband was also obese when we started dating, and he lost 210 pounds over about 3 years. And you know, as he made those lifestyle changes to lose weight, he did not have surgery, but he just became more active and started eating really healthy, and, you know, and I wanted to do it with him. It was our plan to do it together, but I was just never able to make those changes. I was never able to do it, and I tried really hard and couldn't do it, and it drove a wedge between us, you know, that disparity in lifestyle. And it's something we were never able to overcome, even though I have now made those same changes. My number five is kind of specific to why I had weight loss surgery versus just why I wanted to lose weight, and that was because I tried everything else and failed. You know, I'd done Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, diet drugs, you know, tried everything and was never successful in my weight loss efforts. Like, I would lose like 30 pounds and then gain 40, you know. Just caught in the cycle. I had to do something to break the cycle, and that's what weight loss surgery was for me. Number six is I promised myself that I would do whatever it takes to reach my goals, and I meant that. And my goal was to lose weight, and I was willing to go to whatever lengths I needed to accomplish that goal. And for me, that was surgery. I've always been the kind of person that accomplishes the goals that I set for myself, and year after year my New Year's resolution was to lose weight, and I kept failing, and so, you know, I got drastic on it. Number seven was I wanted to know what it was like to be normal. You know, I had always been chubby growing up, and I didn't really get obese until, you know, my 20s probably, but, you know, I'd always been chubby, and I always felt like, you know, being overweight was like the dominant thing that people perceived about me, like when they first met me. You know, oh, there's that girl, she's fat. You know, and I didn't want that. I wanted to be like, there's that girl, she's normal, let me just get to know her like I would a normal person, right? Number 8, and this is a fun one. This is because I wanted to dress better. You know, when you're big, and I was a size 26 before, so I was pretty big, your clothing selection is really limited, and I wanted to dress as a reflection of who I was, you know, and not because something fit, you know. I mean, like looking for prom dresses or my wedding dress, you know, like the number one criteria was always, you know, can I get it on? Does it, will I fit into it, you know, and I want my clothes to be a reflection of who I am. Number 9 is because food and being fat dominated my life. Every interaction that I had was always tainted with being fat and being judged for being fat. You know, like if you had to do a presentation or meeting new people or, you know, going out with friends or going to the grocery store, you know, it's just always, everything is like, oh, it's just tainted with fatness, you know, and I just didn't want that anymore. And my number 10 reason is because I was ready to let go of the fat that kept me isolated from other people. I think a lot of obese people subconsciously become that way because, you know, they're building up a sort of wall or protection from being truly intimate with other people, you know, because it's off-putting to people to interact with someone who is overweight, and, you know, and it keeps you safe. Not happy, but safe. So, guys, those are my top 10 reasons for why I had weight loss surgery, and I will see you again next week on Monday. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.